Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'm feeling a bit better today. Right, so I wanted to pick up on a couple of things from yesterday's video. Now I'm a bit more mentally coherent than yesterday. Apologies if you can hear a kind of rustling in the background. That's the sound of my happy cats getting fed. Two things really that I wanted to pick up on. The first one was that people say that it isn't normal that I don't have anyone to pick me up. So I have like one proper friend that I've had for like 8 years. He's amazing, he always says, kind things to me and, tries to pick me up when I'm down. It doesn't necessarily help, but he does try, and so I suppose I do have one friend. And then I have like 4 or 5 other acquaintances. Some of them I haven't even met online, and some, people that are willing to kind of listen if I have problems. But what I really meant to say by no one's going to pick you up is ultimately, I know because I've gone right down to the very bottom. When you're there, the only thing that will, prevent you from killing yourself, get you to pick yourself back up, is you forcing yourself to do that. And that's kind of what I meant by adulthood, is, there's not a nice little cocoon of safety anymore. My parents are not going to come and protect me from the big bad world. These are my problems now. And the responses that I got to that question, is it normal not to have anyone to pick you up, were quite varied. One I think female commenter was saying that she's got a whole group of friends to make her feel that make her feel really pretty and wonderful and funny, and loved. And wow, hold on to that group. That's fantastic. Good for you. And I think there are quite a few other people that said, well, they do have people to pick them up and they don't think it's normal not to have anyone. I think partly I do feel that I only have this kind of one friend to pick me up when I'm down, but also that I am quite a lonely person, that I am actually socially lacking. From the responses that people gave me, I just wanted to touch on that. And the other thing was that was quite interesting, so I'm really frizzy, just coming out of the rain, was this idea. I meant to go on the I'll see if I can get up the Cosmopolitan website while I'm talking to you. Was this idea that I'm saying that men are shit or something yesterday, when I was saying that it's not enough for me to right, I can't obviously do 2 things at once, so I'm just going to pay attention. It's not enough for me to simply have some nameless, faceless men approve of me. I'm not going to get up an extra hour and a half early in the morning to make myself look presentable to people I don't even know. And as I say, when I speak to the men I know, none of them have anything interesting or different to say to any of the others. It's all just polite friend. You ask, how are you? Everyone always says, yeah, I'm alright, thanks, how are you? Or very well, thank you, how are you? Come with something. I don't know, maybe not in response to that question, but just, we're having a conversation on our lunch break. Can we talk about something? Like, actually talk about something? Because small talk just does my fucking head in. And I'm not a fan of social deception, as you can clearly tell from my YouTube channel. I'm just not going to fake it for you for no amount of popularity, not at all. I don't think it reflects badly on me to be this honest. I think it reflects badly on you that you're this shocked that I'm this honest. But what I'd like to point out to you is this is not some conspiracy in my head that women are expected to make themselves physically appealing for a man's pleasure. Let's look at these drop-down menus, purely the drop-down menus on the cosmopolitan.co.uk website, which I'll link for you below in the crotch bar. So the drop-down menus are love and sex, men, fashion and style, beauty, your life. And if I go to your life, I've got what to do this week, daily horoscopes, Cosmo quizzes, daily Cosmo clicks, a festival guide, a diet directory, Cosmo's top cocktails, Twilight, everything in your life. I mean, it's just pathetic when you look at media aimed at young women. The level of intellectual development that that these type of magazines seem to suggest that a woman might be interested in achieving is minimal. Everything is about what a man wants, love and sex. Here are 10 top makeup tips, here's some fashion tips. Is that really all we care about? I don't think it is. I think that if you're a woman that doesn't feel patronised by this, I'm not saying you can't like this type of media, enjoy it. I mean, I buy these magazines sometimes to switch my brain off, like as kind of brain fodder. I study English at degree level, so I read about 40 books a term. not including secondary texts, just like poor novels. So sometimes I need something just brain dead to read, and this type of shit will do it. But I really do think that it's quite scary for people that don't have the educational opportunities that I have, or people that have never, I suppose, either had the life experiences, or I suppose a certain amount of it is intelligence, and I think another bigger part of it is depth and introspection, to recognise that this is actually a very patronising message that we're receiving. So then what I ask, with all these drop-down menus relating to how to make myself look better on the outside, how to improve my external appearance, and how to be what a man wants, is why? Why am I working this hard? Why is my whole personal life outside of work dedicated to what a man wants, when I'm not impressed with the men I know? I really think that this is the result of a kind of male privilege, really. You don't have to try to be deep or introspective. You don't have to learn from your mistakes. You don't have to inspect your emotions in relation to relationships, because that's not your calling in society. You're not even supposed to be emotional people. You're just here to work, die for your country, and fuck. Clearly, not a desirable image for men either. But what I'm asking you is, why is this message on women so strong, that you should be what a man wants? Why is this heterosexual, male-oriented norm placed onto young women when there's really nothing in return? I don't see in men's magazines what women want, or if there are articles on what women want, it certainly isn't the main drive of the magazine to become what women want. In actual fact, the main drive of the magazine is to picture as many topless women as possible, with a few kind of toilet humour jokes in there, and then maybe some football articles, some sports articles. I mean, hopefully a lot of men feel patronised by Nuts magazine too, or I'm going to have a really lonely conversational life. But importantly, Nuts magazine is not geared towards making men into what women want. In fact, it's a celebration of what women are, of what men are, that women actually usually don't like toilet humour and like soft porn and that kind of stuff. Speaking about women in an objectifying manner rather than a remotely introspective manner. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's clearly a double standard. And what I'm trying to express yesterday in my video, if you care for a clarification, is that I am not going to play that fucking game unless I feel there's some fucking reason to do so. I don't know any men in real life that are satisfying enough to me, intellectually or emotionally, to fucking get out of bed early in the morning, to undergo painful cosmetic procedures, personal and surgical, like from waxing my legs right up to getting a boob job or something. And I find it really fucking scary how thoughtlessly so many women take on this role and run with it. And I see this at the office. It's like you're dressed to go to a club or something. It's like, come on, you're coming into work. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. If it makes you feel good about yourself, okay, that's always the first response. But dressing up and looking good makes me feel good about myself. Okay, but let's look at this on a deeper level, because really, why would improving your appearance make you feel better about yourself unless you were, reasonably concerned with what other people think about you? We're not talking about looking presentable. We're talking about looking beautiful and sexually desirable in a man-friendly way. Why would you do that to yourself? I don't understand. I do understand wanting to look attractive, but I also, when I look a bit deeper into why I might want to look attractive, it is because I want to fit into this idea of what is female beauty and what men want. And I think that really, if there is a man out there in the world for me, he's probably spent a long time wishing that there was something else other than these kind of cookie cutout women, these semi-glamour model cookie cutout women. Is there anyone else out there, just like male or female, in fact, just starved for fucking conversation, like deep conversation? I really think that we should all be a lot more honest with each other conversationally. I think we should all be a lot more deep and introspective if we're, to the utmost of our abilities. And I really think that this focus on appearance, which seems to just get worse and worse and it isn't improving, is patronising to me. I'm too smart and deep and introspective. And I'm not a fucking genius. I'm not introspective like Nietzsche. I'm not fucking deep like I don't know, Freud. I'm not claiming to be fucking exceptional. I'm claiming to be patronised as a reasonably intelligent person by this kind of message, and I wonder if anyone else is. Anyway, yeah, wow. I've expounded on that for fucking 10 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. I'm expecting my friend to show up any minute now. The one friend that I've had for 8 years, because you knew that I felt down yesterday, has arranged to come around today, which is obviously very, very nice of him. Gotta love Dan, what a legend. And I hope you're all well, and I will come back soon. Have a good one.